दामोदर मास और दीपदान के बारे में भक्तों को बताएं। प्रभु जी परम पूज्य जयप्रताप स्वामी महाराज जी के वरिष्ठ दीक्षित भक्त हैं, जिन्होंने बैरिन में 1920
Initiation year 1999
और प्रभु जी पहले भक्त थे जिन्होंने रथ यात्रा का आयोजन रथ यात्रा you were the first one to manage the team along with the devotees, right?
Yeah, that's the first indoor Ratha Yatra.
Yes. So मिडिल ईस्ट में आउटडोर रथ यात्रा नहीं होती, इंडोर रथ यात्रा होती है। तो प्रभु जी के सहयोग से और अन्य भक्तों के सहयोग से पहली रथ यात्रा।
Oh, that is the empowerment of our my spiritual master. That is how it is all taken shape.
I will be handing over the mic to you, Prabhuji. Please enlighten the devotees with the Dhamodra Mas Katha and the importance of Kirtan. Hare Krishna. हम 3 बार हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र बोलकर प्रभु जी का स्वागत करेंगे। दोनों अपने हाथ उठा के प्लीज हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा। Somehow or other, one of my areas is blocked. So I want from the devotee side repeat loudly Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. I can't hear, you know. There's a problem with me. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Slightly better. It's a wonderful, nice Kartik Mass evening. Very purified environment and atmosphere. So in this month of Kartika, glorifying the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the greatest boon. The exalted personality, Satyavrata Muni, he says in one of the Dhamodra Ashtakas, I don't want any of those boons. Simply, I want to follow Gopal, who is actively involved in Vrindavan, to manifest in my heart. That's what he says. So, in this month, he reciting the Dhamodra month, Dhamodra Ashtakam, and offering ghee lamps to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. By doing that, one very important thing which he says, I am asking this question, by doing that what will happen? How the Supreme Lord reciprocate? Please think out and let me know. One, that is a quiz for everybody. Now, coming to the subject matter, we all, certain extent, we read Srimad Bhagavad Gita as Srimad Bhagavatam. And we have a wonderful association of devotees who have read the scriptures very nicely. And you have to help me out to purify myself by giving some information. in the month of Dhamodra, the Bhagavad Gita says that every living entity is a part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. After getting our consciousness polluted, to correct ourselves, we have come down here. I am going like a katha. Okay? We have come down here to correct ourselves. Our original constitutional position is, anybody? What is our original constitutional position? Yes, Prabhu.
Eternal servant of Krishna.
Good. Very nice. Prabhu rightly said that we are eternal servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. So, what we have done, in the past, we were there with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, associated with in person. We used to serve very nicely. When we say very nicely we used to serve, it means Krishna is unlimited and his services is also unlimited. So when we are serving him, there are so many, what is the material population? It's all about around 8 billion population. There billions and billions of devotees are there in the spiritual world, which is the 75% of the creation of this material, entire creation. So, all these devotees, every day, every minute, every second, they are serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They are drowned in that, completely drowned in that. The small portion, there, all this material, your 24 elements, your including all these three modes of material nature, and your desires, polluted, and nothing is existing over there. It is not there at all. Somehow or the other, by default, Srila Prabhupada says that by default, every living entity who is being come out from the marginal potency, because of this marginal potency, we have a minute fragmental freedom. Krishna is Purna and we are just a drop of that. He is an ocean and we are just a drop of that. But quality wise, we are the same as Krishna. Quantity wise, we are not. Because of that, when we get attached to this material world, we will be totally forgotten about our constitutional position as servant. We have forgotten that. As the time passes, so the Prabhupada says, as the time immemorial, we have become conditioned. We have taken many times 8,400,000 species which we don't know. We have taken billions and millions of times this human form, not one or two times, millions and billions of times. We have got so many opportunities to understand our original Father. Somehow or the other, the Krishna's external potency, the three modes of material nature, is extremely strong. Somehow or the other, luckily in this human form, in 500 years before, the Supreme Lord Himself, He appeared in this material to show how a devotee is supposed to practice pure Krishna consciousness. So, Krishna has come in which form? Anybody said something? Not able to hear.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Pardon?
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Very nice. So Lord, He appeared in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he wanted to show how a devotee should practice pure devotional service so that he can re-establish his relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Since we are short-lived, we are not there in Satya Yuga or Treta Yuga or in Dwapara Yuga. Whereas in Satya Yuga people live around 100,000 years, in Treta Yuga they live around 10,000 years, and in Dwapara Yuga they live around 1,000 years. In Kali Yuga we live around 100 years. That is also we are not sure about it, right? When the modes are very strong, like a mode of passion, ignorance, even our lifespan also it comes down. That is why we all see that, cancer, heart attacks, varieties of the new disease which is coming out. So in this way, we are neither there nor here. That is why Mahaprabhu, he appeared 540 years before, gave that Sankirtana Yajna. This is the only Yajna where we can rise beyond the three modes of material nature. There is no other way. Anybody got any other way apart from this? Please let me know, because I also have to learn. There is only one way as per the scripture. What it says? Hare Nama Eva, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama Eva, Hare Nama Eva Kevalam. Hello? Nasteva, Nasteva, Gatit, Anyatha. So there is no other way, there is no other way, there is why he is stressing Lord on that. There is no other way. In this way, we have to simply stick to the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Practice very nicely under the guidance of the spiritual master. So, it is a heavily stressed. Guru Sadhu Shastra is very important. Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna says that knowledge-based Krishna consciousness is the highest. So, knowledge is required. And Arjuna says to Krishna that I am a Sabyasachi, I am a Kshatriya, I have been trained, I am capable of stopping the wind, but I am not able to control my mind. So, what is the lesson here is that he says that abhyasa, practice. Krishna accepts that. Krishna clearly accepted. And he says, Asamshaya Mahabhaho, Manodurnikam Chal, Abhyasena Konteya Vairagena Chagrahiti. He clearly says that. Yes, Arjuna, you are right. It's extremely difficult to control the mind. It is not that easy. But he says that by practicing pure Krishna consciousness, by practicing Vairagena Chagrahiti, that detachment will take place. Whatever the hurdles which we have, whatever the weeds which is affecting our pure Krishna conscious practice will be, completely eradicated when we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. When we tills down the same Krishna in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he says that. So this is the base. This is the platform for today. Try to understand. This is a platform. On the basis of this platform, in the month of Kartika, out of 12 months, all these months are very auspicious. Each month is Krishna's own expansions are controlling this. So, the Kartik month, Swayam Srimati Radharani is guiding it. As we all understand that Srimati Radharani, she is an eternal potency of the Supreme Lord, Lalini Shakti. He made all the arrangement to please the Supreme Personality of God. So, when we talk about Kartik Mass, again we have to put one more platform so that to understand more clearer. Dvaipayana Vyasadeva, How many of them you know Vaibhav and Vyasadeva? Everybody know who is Vyasadeva?
Rishi Vyas.
Okay.
Rishi Vyas.
Yeah, Rishi Vyas.
I know a little bit.
Okay. Whatever, please, I want inputs.
The one who said Mahabharata to Ganesha.
Very nice, good.
Yeah.
Very nice, Prabhu. Mahabharata, Manisha, yes, Prabhu.
He said Srimad Bhagavad Mahaprabhu, he is one of the incarnations of Lord Krishna.
Pure, very nice, that's the point. If somebody written Bhagavatam or Upanishad, Puranas, we people in this material world won't have accepted that. That is why the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his 17th incarnation is Vaibhav Vyasadeva. He is also part of the later incarnation. He is the one who penned down Mahabharata, as you said, Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita, so many Upanishads, Puranas. So, in this way, he is given all the authority to scripture, to the living entity, so that they can understand philosophy properly, so that that helps to re-establish a relation with the Supreme Lord. In that, Puranas, one of the most important Purana is Padma Purana. In that Padma Purana, what will happen? Vaibhav Vyasadeva, which he has written, the great sage, his name is Satyavrata Muni. Who is this Satyavrata Muni? Anybody can give some input? Okay. Satyavrata Muni is another exalted personality. When the Pralaya takes place, we have so many Pralayas, right? In Brahma's one day also Pralaya takes place. Brahma 100 years Mahapralaya takes place. In Manu's one day, one lifetime of Manu, one Pralaya takes place. So, in the Manu, Vaivashvata Manu, we read that in the clan of Vaivashvata Manu. The great sage Satyavrata Muni was the flag end of that Manu. So, inundation is taking place, Pralaya is taking place. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, he gave a hint to him because he is a very wonderful, pious, pure devotee of the Lord. So, everything will go to merge into the water. That is the time, just before that, the Supreme Lord appeared in the form of Matsya Avatar. Correct me. Thank you. So he appeared in the Matsya Avatar, and he gave a clear-cut hint. I'm not going in detail of that, but just give a glimpse of that. So he said very shortly, this entire creation will be merged into the water, and he has to meditate on him, on the Matsya Avatar. And I will come personally with the group of Matsya Avatar. I will take back all. So you will be ready with the Shastras, like just now you said, like Upanishads, Puranas, Mahabharata, all those details, authoritative scriptures, Vedas, and a great Saptarishis. There are so many highly advanced personalities, plus for the next creation, what we require, those seeds, varieties of things, everything, I will send a boat, you will be there. This is how the next creation is going to start. So, for that, he selected Satyavrata Muni, a great king. Like how he selected Arjuna in the Kurukshetra war, and the recipient of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Even though he was there in the Treta Yuga when he was explaining to sun god Vivishwan, and this time in Dwapara Yuga, he selected Arjuna. So these are the differences. So Satyavrata Muni, that's great personality, the great king. When he is discussing with another exalted personality, that is the Narada Maharshi. In discussion with the Narada Maharshi, Satyavrata Muni, and Shaunika. These three all put together, they were discussing this subject. Connected with what? What they were discussing? Because of their discussion, we are all sitting here. Is it not? They were discussing about the Leelas of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the month of Kartika. Okay? If you see, this is all recorded in which Purana? Padma Purana. That's what, when you say Dhamodra Ashtakam, you see on the top of that. He says that. So, I asked her one quiz. What is the question of that and what is the answer? Because I got a tendency to forget, you see. Look like you require some more time. Fine, I'll continue. So, what's happening after that? Satyavrata Muni, he was discussing the importance of the Kartik month, and he also says very clearly about the Dhamodra Ashtaka, 8 verses of that. And also he says, every devotee, irrespective of the qualification, anybody, here it is like this. Disqualification is a qualification to understand the Supreme Personality of God. Try to understand. This is what Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said to Lord Nityananda. That is why they got to Jaga and Malay. So in the material world, we are all 90% all Jaga Malay. So we are all disqualified person. We don't have any eligibility. So for us, it's a great opportunity where Satyavrata Muni was explaining about this. The importance of the Kartik Mass, that is a quiz question which I have asked for that. What exactly is that? What exactly, the recitation of the Dhamodra Ashtakam and the offering the ghee lamb to Balagopal. The Leela which is taken place in the month of Kartika. There are so many Leelas that have taken place in the month of Kartika. Can anybody tell us? Diwali is taken in Kartik month. Govardhana, lifting of Govardhana is taken place in Kartik month.
Killing of so many asuras.
Killing of so many asuras, okay. That's one short.
The main one, Narkasur.
Huh?
The main one, Narkasur.
Yeah, main one is Narkasur. Gopashtami, beautiful, very nice. The Leela of the Dhamodra.
Lakshmi ji.
Bahulashtami, Artharatri Snan.
Lakshmi ji came back from the Samudra Manthan.
Oh, Lakshmi ji, the Samudra Manthan is also taken place.
Yeah.
So, there are so many. Radha Kund, Sham Kund. The appearance of Radha and Sham Kund. Bahulashtami. Bhishma Pitamaha, now. Bhishma Panchaka is going to start. That is another austerity. We all got an opportunity. So, like that, there are so many important things, austerities, sacrifices, leelas. Why these leelas are so important? Why we have to repeatedly hear the leelas of the Supreme Personality of Godhead all the time? Even the third one also will go to, repeatedly we have to hear that. Why? Where it is mentioned? What is the result of that? Okay, I will give you a hint. Please return this sloka. Bhagavad Gita 4.9. I told you, you have to teach me. Many things I don't know. Okay, I will start. Janma karma cha me divyam. Evam yoveti tattvataha. Tekva deham punarjanma naiti. Mamiti so Arjuna. Anybody give some translation on that, please?
Anyone anyone who understands the transcendental appearance of Lord Krishna never takes birth again in this material world and go back to him.
Important thing you missed out there.
In reality, in Tattvataha, in truth.
No, before that he says, one who knows my appearance and activities. That is the activities. One who knows my appearance and activities, even after leaving this material body in this material world, he is never going to come back or never going to take this material body again. That's the importance of the Krishna's Leela and activities. That Leelas, when you hear repeatedly, it will be thoroughly established in our heart. This is very important. Those Leelas are the other side of the coin. This side of the coin is chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. When a person who chants Hare Krishna Mahamantra in a purified manner, keeping the 10 offenses properly in our mind and chants, then what will happen? Out of the 4 people who will come to Krishna, his transformation will take place as an inquisitive and want of knowledge. That want of knowledge and inquisitiveness, keep you busy in understanding the Leelas of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Out of those Leelas which are taken in the month of the Kartika, the one which was Leela, Yashodamayi and Krishna. The most important one. Now, this is the second platform. The third one is actual Leela. Actual Leela, what exactly happens? Nanda Maharaj and his team, all the leaders, they had a wonderful discussion over there in Vrindavan about the management and the activities connected. They are Vaishyas. They are the distributor of cow products. Each one had so many millions of cows. Nanda Maharaj himself had how many cows? 900,000 cows. And there are so many other leaders. They had 300,000, 400,000, 100,000, 50,000, like that. And they sell milk, butter, ghee all the time. They will send all these items to Kamsa house, Mathura. That's also goes. So they were all engrossed in the Leelas of Krishna. These Gopas, Gopis, they are selling ghee, butter, all the time. They keep stalls right in front of their house. The fresh butter, fresh ghee, fresh paneer. We are not very familiar with paneer, right? Fresh paneer. Everything is available. And they were selling. But thinking of Krishna all the time. So in this way, they were engrossed in the Leelas of the Lord. Vendors, they will come. They are buying something or they are selling something. They don't talk about the products. They talk about what Krishna was doing, what he is doing, and how many those soil pot is broken, and how many what type of a trouble he started giving to the neighbors in Vrindavan. That's what they want to listen, because he is a very interesting. He is the sweetest of the sweet. He is the sweetest of the sweet. He is Leelas. Starting from 3 months onwards, before 3 months he was killing all Putna, all those demons, as Prabhu was telling. Like after that, so many activities were happening. Very intense Leela. In those Leelas, one of the most important Leela, which is important, easy Prabhuji, slowly. One of the important Leela is that the Leelas are connected with the Yashodamayi and the Balgopal. So when parents like Nanda Maharaja and his team were discussing about all those things away from the house, here suddenly Yashodamayi thought, all these gopis, every day they come and complain on my son Krishna. Oh Maya, he came to our house, he broke the pot, He ate that butter. He dismantled so much of our ghee, everything. He messed up our whole house. Nanda Maharaja has got how many? 900,000 cows. And Yashodamai thinks, what is his problem? We have 900,000 cows. And we have the best of the best cows. Out of the 1,008 is the best of the best. Out of 1,008, another 108, you are not going to see anywhere. And those are the specialized cows. And those specialized cows will have a specialized grass also. They have trained, they have taken care so nicely. And it is only the specialized grass called the Padmagandha grass. And it gives it Padmagandha pure nectar of milk. After all this, why he has to go to the neighbor house and to break all the pots? Every day that gopi comes and she yells at him, and he will come and he yells at me also. What kind of a principle you have taught to your children, you especially Krishna? He is not only coming along, he comes with his team. He got a big team there. Around 20-25, Madhumangal, there are so many, there are big team. And they all come together. And like a thief, they enter into our house. They do all nonsense things. How many times we complain to you, you are not taking care of him at all? This is a complaint. So on that day, on that time, Yashodamai was thinking, okay, probably my servants, they are not churning the butter properly. Today I will do it myself. Okay? So he decided herself. She started get the best of the best milk and started churning. Churning. While churning, there are so many details out there. I am not going to much details of that, but still some of the details are quite important. She is not, Yashodamai, she is not very well educated as per the Shastra. We talk about Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. She is not well educated in the Shastra. If you ask her, Yashodamai, okay, 4.9, she may not be in all this. And she says, come on, what are you talking about? That's the situation. Whereas her love is the topmost. The Vatsalya rasa is a peak. These rasas come beyond, bhava state. Try to understand, in the nectar of devotion, we talk about the 7 different processes, right? To rise, coming to the pure devotion. This goes beyond that. In that, one of the rasa is a Vatsalya rasa. This is the highest, which she is displaying. She doesn't know. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Try to understand. She doesn't know at all. If you go and talk to her, your Krishna, your Natkar Krishna is the Supreme Lord. You know that, Yashoda? And she will yell at them. He is my Khan. He is my son. That is the intensity relation. When she was churning, every time the bangle gives the music of Mridanga, and at the same time she thinks about whatever he has done, all the activities from last so many years, one after the other. And in her own language, she is glorifying him. In her own language. So, if anybody has visited Vrindavan, how many have visited Vrindavan? Oh, fantastic. Many, very nice, wonderful. Vrindavan, they have got Brajavasi language, right? Brajavasi consciousness is entirely different. It is not like what you think like. They have unconditional love to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Whoever practices, whoever got it from their parampara. Okay? Even in Kartik Mass, when you go to the Pradakshina of the Braja Prakrama, Govardhan Parikrama, you will see that, many houses of Brajavasis, they have got a big, Rangoli, we say. What do you call for that? Prabhu? What do you call for that?
Rangoli.
That's all. That's the same thing?
Yeah.
That's a common word, right?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Huge one. Like almost like in front of every house, especially Brajavasi's house, is a big one. They have got their own team. Like how we have got our own Sankirtana team here, they have got their own Sankirtana team. And with their own language, those youngers, they come with their own type of drums and their own jhatas, and they dance on the Rangoli. And those householders are waiting for them to dance in the month of Kartik. All these songs are glorifying the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When they are dancing, the householder as well as the dancer both are in tears. Look at this, how intense it is. Very, very intense it is. In this way, I have seen once, somehow I got lucky, I have seen once. So I was also going along with them. They have got some schedule, like 15, 20 houses, they go. We started at the night at 10 o'clock and we reach early morning. So we have seen many houses, they have danced this. It was so nice, so wonderful. And everywhere you will see pure milk. 10 rupees and they'll get a nice pot of milk. That gives energy to walk. In this way it was happening. So Mother Yashoda, she was churning, thinking that I will do the best of the best. Pure nectar, pure milk. I will give it to Krishna. Let us see. After tasting this, he is not going to anybody's house at all. You are going to have the pure nectar milk in our house itself. So that is her mind. So she is not ready to believe the servants what they used to churn the butter. This was going on. At that time, there is a pot of milk which was there on the stove. Those are the stoves like. And she was churning also. The big rod is there in the center and the churning was going on and she was singing. And those bangles playing the mridanga, she's totally drowned into that. Drowned to pure Krishna consciousness. Drowned, in glorifying the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If anybody hears these things, all the accumulated past sins will go away just like that. These are the very intense matters. And Krishna, who is there in the next door, see there is a room, right? So Krishna was sleeping there. So Krishna slowly came, the Supreme Lord. So in his that age, he came so much of love towards Mother Yashoda. He came and hugged her from the backside. So she came to know Krishna just got up from his sleep. Now he is hungry. I have to feed him. So immediately he was asking, yes, I want milk. So Mother Yashoda, she started feeding him from her breast. She was comfortably, she was drinking. Suddenly that milk, the Padmagandha, the rarest of the milk, Padmagandha, special milk, it started boiling, it started coming up. It is going to be wasted. Out of 900,000 cows, it is filtered and it came down to a last 100. Out of 100 is the last 8 cows which is giving this specialized milk. Mother Yashoda's focus was on that. She literally kept Krishna on the floor and he has gone there to take care of the milk. Here what happened? There is a lesson. Dependency of Krishna is highest. But whereas Mother Yashoda, she has gone for that. Krishna was not happy with that. Krishna feels, my mother, she neglected me. So he got up, small, choti, small feet, Krishna. Slowly got to the next room. While going, he took that rod also. Which rod? The churning rod. He took that rod. Then when he got into the hall, the other side, everywhere you can see those matkais, everything was hanging with varieties of butter, all kind of stuff was there. He was very angry, very, very angry. He started beating, breaking all the parts, and everything started coming out, butter, ghee, all kind of stuff, yogurt. That is the time all his friends who are there, they knew Krishna when he will wake up. Accordingly, they are present. The whole team was there. They are all very happy. Whichever the parts where he is not able to reach, these children all together they came, they make a pyramid and they stood on the top of that Krishna, started breaking. All kind of stuff were happening. It is the whole, that area was messed up with the butter, ghee, yogurt and so many things. And that is the time the another sublila is also there. These monkeys entered. These monkeys, lot of monkeys, they came from the windows. They jumped into some branch of tree. From the branch of tree, they entered into the house. Okay? Krishna is very happy to see him because he want to fulfill their desire. He started feeding those butter to the even monkeys also. Now second question. Who are all these monkeys? The second question, keep it in your mind. Who are all these monkeys? From where they have come?
They're all the rishis of Vrindavan.
All the rishis of?
Vrindavan. The monkeys that we also see in Vrindavan.
Maybe, but that may not be the correct word as per the Shastra. Okay? So, we will give some time. Use it. Okay? Think. Because many of them read very nicely. We want you to think. Okay? So, after that, what happened? He fed everybody. Here, Mother Yashoda, she came back. Krishna is not there. Oh my God, he was not happy because I had gone there. He immediately realized her mistake. And he came in search of. Suddenly she saw there is no rod. Then she started following to the hall. Everywhere is a mess. She can see the Krishna's footprints all over. Then what happened? He entered in. She entered there, and all these monkeys were disappeared. His friends were disappeared because they were able to see Mother Yashoda coming with another stick there. She is very angry. All were disappeared. Krishna is there at the front. The back side is Yashoda. He is not able to see Krishna. When these people are disappeared, Krishna understood Yashoda Mai is there at my back. And he started running to the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj's house. He was there all over. Running everywhere, and she is not able to catch hold of him. It's not possible. Material angle, if you see, is it possible to catch Supreme Personality of Godhead? It is not. It is a simple thing. But anyway, she started running all over. Finally, at last, she caught with a greater speed. That's what the Dhamodra says, greater speed. That provision is given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead because of her pure love. So, then the other Leela there, he was so angry, right? He wanted to bind Krishna to the wooden grinding mortar so that he won't go here and there. And there are two types of ropes. One is to tie the bigger cows, bulls, and another is a calf. Calf one is a very thin one, very thin it is. That ropes she got it, and she wanted to tie Gopal to the wooden grinding mortar. Every time she tries to try, there are 2 fingers short. How many fingers? 2 fingers short. And when it is all happening in the compound, those type of compounds, all the gopas are there all over her house. Everybody is watching. Dekha, all this time I told her, she never used to believe. Now she knows. Everybody is, thinking that we are correct. Yashoda Mai, now she is realizing it. How many times I told her, she never used to believe that. Because of that affection to his son Krishna, every time she used to put us down. Now she knows. Finally, what happened? Then that is the time she asked everybody, stop talking all this. Now get some more ropes. I want to bind it. They all started getting it. Still, What happened? Anyway, finally Krishna saw all this to cut short this thing. Okay, he felt so much love of, he felt the Vasalya Rasa is coming to the peak because Yashoda, she's a little hefty, little heavy. I know, she can't run around with Krishna so much. And she was sitting holding him, what to do? I'm not able to bind this. And Krishna is able to understand her real feeling from the heart. And he accepted to surrender to her. Finally, she tied him to the wooden grinding water. These two. What is these two things which gives information for us?
First is like endeavor, our efforts, and second is the Krishna's desire, Krishna's mercy.
Perfect. Prabhuji correctly said, these two fingers refers to endeavor and the mercy. That means, if we don't do our endeavor in Hare Krishna Mahamantra purified chanting, then we don't get the mercy of the Supreme Lord. The meaning of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is simply, O internal potency of Krishna, please engage me in your service. That's the meaning of that. And if you don't chant in a purified manner, how Krishna is going to give the mercy? How he will make you to engage in pure Krishna consciousness? Is it not true? That is the meaning of those two things. Then what happened after that? The another Leela is also involved in it. So when he was going all around the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj, then what happened all of a sudden? The story goes back. Manigriva and Nalakuvera. Who are these two guys? Manigriva and Nalakuvera?
Sons of Kubera.
They are Kuvera's sons. The finance director of Heavenly Planets, Kuvera, who gives lot of loan, like is all in the gold coins, diamonds, in that way, not with the paper money. So he is giving so much to all the heavenly planet, Gandharvas, exalted personalities, demigods, Indra, Chandra, all those people, they used to get a lot of support from the Kuvera. So normally what will happen in a material platform, if somebody, parents are very rich, the tendency of their children will, get intoxicated with a material sense gratification. It is easy for them because they got everything, right? That is how this Manigriva and Nalakuvera also happened the same way. They were, once they had gone along with a trip, along with all the Apsaras, heavenly planets, Apsaras, they were all came in a river called, anybody remember that? River where they were enjoying with a Varni drink. They entered into Kailasa. That place, that river is there in Kailasa. Anybody remember? Mandakini. Correct. Prabhuji, correct. Perfect. So you are following all the how many days over now? Kartik Mas?
24 days.
20 days plus?
24.
Okay. That means you heard everything, right? So Mandakini river. In Mandakini river, they used to enjoy with these girls with naked. And they used to drink like how we drink the material liquor over here. In heavenly planet, they also have got a specialized liquor called Varni. In Varni also there are so many different types. So this particular Varni, it get intoxicated. They don't know what they are doing. And that is the time the exalted personality, Narada Maharshi, came. He was just walking in front of that Mandakini river. All these girls, immediately they took their clothes and they covered and they just disappeared. Whereas these Kubera's sons, they didn't go anywhere because they're totally intoxicated. They don't know what they are doing. They lost their intelligence. So Narada Maharshi came and saw, looked at them. So whatever good things he tell, nothing will go to their mind. Simple as that. So from the bottom of his heart, he wants to see that something good has to be done to them. For example. So he cursed them. Is it good? If somebody wanted to do good and he'll curse them? But he cursed. any Vaishnavas, pure Vaishnavas, when he does something, it's a benefit for the receivers. That is how they have become trees at the backyard of Nanda Maharaja's courtyard. Those trees is called, what is the name of those trees? Arjuna trees. Ah, somebody is correctly. Yam. When did he come? Okay, let come. So Yamal Arjuna trees. That's a tree which grows to the tallest, something like a 500 feet, 600 feet. It goes like that. Straight it goes. Probably the diameter of those is probably 3 or 4 feet. So they were there millions of years as a tree, waiting for Krishna to come. That is what our Narada Maharshi has promised him. You will be there, you are standing in front of me as a nude. So you will go to stand there as a tree for so many million years, and you will be there at the backyard of Nanda Maharaj. And one fine day, when they came to the sense that they offered the obeisance to the Nanda Maharaj, when Narada Maharshi, and he says how he will be relieved. So he will be relieved by the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. To make that true of Narada Maharshi's word, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he came pulling down that wooden grinding mortar. He came in between the Yamadapina trees. He just pulled it, and the 2 trees fell down. Crashing sound. Half of Vrindavan, they can hear this sound. Everybody is told, if anything, this kind of a problem it happens only in Yashoda Mai's house. Why? Because of all these demons attacking every other day, something other problem. So, when this sound has come, even Nanda Maharaja, he cut short the meeting itself, they are all coming running. In the meantime, what happened here, these exalted Krishna's friends, the team of Krishna's friends, they were all there. And there are 2 things happening simultaneously. One side, these people are all coming in. The other side, from those trees, these Gandharvas, these 2, Manigriva and Nalakuvera, they got up, they took the original position, and they offered obeisances to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They circumambulated him, and after doing all this, they got that the divine knowledge from the Supreme Lord. They were able to construct a beautiful shlokas, beautiful glorification to the Supreme Lord, and they got specialized mercy from the Lord. And Lord says he gave his mercy to them, and they had gone back to their original position as a Gandharva, and they have become a pure devotee. After that position, they have gone back to Godhead. So this is a specialized mercy, what they have got it. And we people, we are here from time immemorial. We don't know how many billions of human forms we have taken. We don't know that. Isn't it? Only Krishna knows. Even advanced personality also doesn't know when we have come down to this material world. Okay? So, there is a one shloka also in that. Krishna says that. Vedaham samatitani vartamanani chadina bhavishyani bhutani amtu vedana kaschana. In that he says, the last sentence he says, I know all the living entities. He says he knows all the living entities. When he says all the living entities, we have to understand in this 25% of the material creation, there are billions and billions of universes are there. In every universe, there are billions and billions of people are there. Example, like our small mustard seed world, we have 8 billion population of human forms. And he knows everyone in detail. That's the power of the Supreme Lord, and the unlimited power of the Supreme Lord, unlimited agencies of the Supreme Lord.